ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to the new and improved TNL. Woo! Yeah! I'm trying to sell it because it's actually... Is it new? Is it improved? It's not new. It might be improved. I'm not sure, but it's going to be weird because I am so tired. I've never been this tired ever. And I wasn't going to even do a stream, but I thought, no. Then I wouldn't be able to see Sean Geeksvana. I wouldn't be able to bring you the news, and I wouldn't get my $11 in super chats.
If it is half as good, 25% as good as the pre-show and the members video, then it's going to be the best TNL ever. Oh,
that is really good. That should encourage you to become a member just for the video we created just before the show. I mean, all the exclusive membership content, please support the channel by becoming a member. And you can gift memberships as well. Just hit the 3 little dots and blah, blah. You know how to do it. So this show tonight's going to be a little unusual because I kind of half don't care because I'm so tired. But I'm going to endeavor to go. I'm gonna phone it in. No, I'm going through the motions. No, woo!
Yeah, we got this.
I'm so freaking tired. And the reason why that is because I'm getting ready. I'm going to Texas this weekend to see my dad, make sure I'm still in the wheel. And I'm also gonna... You think I'm kidding. And I've also been working for 2 solid days on a video that should post tomorrow. I'm not sure. Joshua Bardwell and I are hoping to post videos at the same time on the same day from the same event. So that should be happening soon. So tonight we've got Jeff Sills with the news. Who knows what he's been drinking? We've got Sean all the way from the UK live. It is, Alexa, what time is it in London?
In London, it's 1:02 a.m.
Oh my God! How are you doing this? How are you doing this?
It's, dedication, I think is what they call it.
Dedication. And we also have Dave Shaddix from FlyHighFPV on tonight. And as a nod to him, let's play the FPV version of Pigeon and Jerky. All right, no audio.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Pigeon Jerky! A fine snack since 1970. Yeah. So, Sean, what's new with you? What have you been up to? Tell us.
What have I been up to? I've been hanging out with you this evening. I've been making lots of awesome, cool content for my channel. We've just had the FAA interview on there. We had an interview with Joshua Bardwell, so we've both been spending a bit of time with Joshua Bardwell recently. Yours has been a bit more up close and personal. Joshua doesn't have the X 1,000-mile distance that he prefers to keep me at with you, so you're very fortunate with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just really that. We're also preparing for our own new live show, which launches this Saturday evening as well, which is a bit of more of an entertaining thing. We have a lot of serious content on the channel. So Emily, our female co-host, is back for that, which should be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to be putting FPV goggles on her live in the studio and flying my avatar through our studio and out the building live on stream. So what could possibly go wrong?
Oh, that's great.
Nothing. It will all go completely smoothly.
It'll be fine. It's always good to get the goggles on people for the first time and film their reactions.
Yeah, and scare her senseless. I mean, yes.
A lot of people don't know this about Joshua Bardwell. He is fun. He's funny. He's serious when he's teaching his stuff about FPV and this and that and beta flight. But he is a hilarious guy. And he was involved in our shoot on Tuesday at Mayfield, Kentucky Airport, and he made a brief appearance in their new ad. You want to see it?
No.
For a remote pilot? You don't want to? No,
no.
You're right. Yeah, we probably shouldn't show it. Yeah, that's not. How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is. Enjoy. Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You ready? I'm Ken Heron. Does your drone flying look like this? Then you need remotepilot101.com. Link in the description. That was the southpaw.
Wow.
Yeah, the Bardwell is left-handed. And
He needs to
threw
get
that.
signed up. That's an arm.
He threw that with his left hand.
Very cool.
It is very cool. So I have some more from Tuesday for this exclusive audience here. We took a plane tour with Jason Chappert. You know Jason Chappert, remotepilot101.com.
Yeah,
Heron
he
18.
stole my watch.
Did he?
Yeah.
I was wondering why he has two of them now.
That's why I have no watches.
Ah, he's got them all. That's true. You may see the two watches in this. So here he is giving us a tour of his M0A.com plane. Check this out. Tell us about the plane.
So this is a 1972, so it's younger than Ken. Cessna 172.
Yeah.
But it's a total restoration. New paint. That's actually a wrap on there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's like a NASCAR style wrap.
Okay.
We redid all the avionics inside, so unlike Ken, it doesn't show its age. It looks brand new.
So you gave it a facelift.
Yeah, got a little facelift. And
Should
everything
I
else.
get a little eye work done or a little nose, something, a little rhinoplasty?
Yeah, you could look
little
good.
something.
Yeah. Hey, I also just renewed my insurance and I upped it too as well because I knew this flight was coming. So yeah, I figured we wanted to have it set.
Hey, I don't say this to a lot of guys, but nice tail.
Thanks. What else can you say to that? You know, I mean, wow.
And you got all the mounts.
Yeah. So
You got all the.
yeah, that's she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, got one on the other side.
Yeah.
You got mounts inside as well.
Yeah.
Like
we'll
up
do
there
ram
and
mounts
over
for
there
else.
and over there and
The
up
reason
there.
it's messy, if your viewers are wondering, is because we're heading to Oshkosh.
Oh,
So
right.
That's we're living out of this plane basically.
Wow.
That's why there's my dirty laundry back there probably and everything else. So.
Is there air conditioning?
No, air conditioning is the door open, so we'll taxi with the door open.
Yeah.
And then we close it. You can fly with the window open though, if you'd like. You want to like put your hand out the window like a trucker. And
Do little planes like this have air conditioning?
The newer ones do.
They do?
Yeah, but not in 1972.
They were a hardier bunch, weren't they?
Exactly. Yeah.
Can I see your engine?
I'd love to show you my engine.
All right, yeah, let's see it.
Now try not to be too impressed with what's under the hood, okay?
Uh-huh.
All 4 cylinders of Lycoming goodness. It's back over there. You can't see a whole lot.
Oh, over that way. Okay, I see. Wow. And how much is it to replace one of these puppies?
The propeller?
Yeah.
Like 12 grand.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're not cheap.
So you have to be very protective of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Like
I need
if you-
need you to keep it away from the ground.
If you ever hit a bird or something.
You probably shouldn't get that close to it.
I shouldn't touch it even.
Yeah, because if that could fire over any second, you're going to end up being the one-armed
All
DJ.
right, that's a bad place to be.
Yeah.
But seriously, if you hit a bird or something like that,
Oh, the bird's going to be in worse trouble, but you still have to have it inspected. The worst part about this was hitting the ground. Like if somebody comes with a hard landing and noses
and the
it
nose
in,
down.
Yeah, noses
and
it
every
in.
time you see that, like at Oshkosh or something, you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah.
be expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I put some fresh air in the tires. I can deflate them a little bit if you need to, so it's a little softer, a more cushion.
I'm already soft enough.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So I flew that plane, Sean.
Yeah, and how is the plane now?
Well, you just have to wait and see what happens. Have you ever flown a plane?
No, I'm famously on my channel, I'm actually afraid of flying, or I was up until I cured it about 16, 18 months ago, actually. So no, I've never flown one.
No, but you're afraid to fly?
I was previously. I still flew, but I was just a very nervous flyer. But yeah, I'm over that now. For some bizarre reason, I got on a plane during COVID, and I just didn't care about being on the plane anymore. I suppose there were bigger things happening in the world, perhaps.
You know what's funny is Jason Chappert, owner of the plane, M0A, instructor pilot, is afraid of heights.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Now, we're going to talk about some new DJI stuff here in just one moment.
Oh, that sounds good.
But I got one more thing from out there from the Tuesday shoot that I'm going to share exclusively with this audience. And that is about remote ID. Your thoughts on remote ID, sir?
Remote ID, it's almost as much of dicks as trees.
Oh, trees are such
Trees and dicks is like the stock exchange for what is the most dick-like thing for RID and trees is like this constantly.
It's very dick adjacent.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes.
Yes,
You know who
dick.
else? You know who loves remote ID?
Go on, who?
XJet.
Oh, absolutely.
Is he in the chat? Is XJet in the chat?
Do you know I haven't seen Bruce yet? No.
You know what I found out tonight?
I do.
That there's a game.
There is.
And that game is called XJet Bingo. How do you play XJet Bingo, Sean?
You get a little card. Now, I'd just like to give a shout out to John Coopy, because it's actually John Coopy that came up with this. And you get your little cards, and you have a few things that Bruce might say during the live stream, whether he's appearing on that stream or in the chat. And you get to check them off as he brings them up. And obviously we have Where's the Risk Assessment. My personal favorite is Show Me the Bodies. The AMA sucks. I love that one. And of course, the old classic. I mean, this could almost be a Christmas album, couldn't it? Do not comply.
And that is XJet Bingo.
Shout out to Coopy.
And XJet. We love him. We love you, Bruce. We do.
And obviously, yes. Bruce.
Obviously. But there's so many opinions about remote ID, and we did a little testing out there Tuesday. Check this out.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, Jason Chapper.
Hey, Ken Heron.
What do you think of remote ID?
I think it's a blessing from the FAA. That was sarcasm.
That's sarcasm.
It was sarcasm.
Yeah.
Just before you start leaving your YouTube comment right now, and Ken screenshots it for Instagram.
Jason Shepard sucks.
Exactly. That was sarcasm.
So this is a remote ID unit. Who is this from?
Aeroping drone defense out of the UK.
It sticks to your forehead.
Wow.
That's how we're gonna mount it on your plane. Can we mount it on your plane? See what happens?
Absolutely, yeah.
Where should we put it?
On the dash.
Just up there. Just.
Without scratching my windshield.
Oh, sorry. You think it'll be all right?
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Just no loops, no rolls.
All right, no loops this time.
No negative G's. Okay. It'll be good.
All right. So, how did our Aeroping RID unit do?
Well, they made it about 800 feet before it crapped out.
Is that right?
Yep. Never got off the ground.
Well, link in the description. Yeah, no link in the description. Yeah, it's destined to
Affiliate
fail.
link.
Destined to fail. Destined to fail. So don't worry about it. Right? Unless you're XJet, then you have to worry about it. Sean, I've got no opinion. Anyway, tell us about all the new cool DJI stuff that's coming out that we need to know about, and then we'll get into the news.
The news, yes. Well, we have a new drone which is coming next week. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the Best Buy, we have the DJI Air 3, and I'm just sharing those pictures now, and you can see them here. Yeah. The latest of technology beaming these pictures across the Atlantic, and here it is. This is the DJI Air 3, so it's going to be that sort of twin camera setup that we saw with the original Mavic 3, and you know it's going to have some sort of omnidirectional sensors for the obstacle avoidance. There, as you can see, they're sort of offset compared to the original ones.
How big is
the Air
it?
2S ones.
Is it teeny tiny?
It's kind of like a little bit bigger than the Air 2S, certainly smaller than the Mavic 3 overall. But of course, their drones now have thin arms and a fairly wide stance, and obviously the very big props to keep the noise down as well, basically. So now there is a new RCN2 controller, which is the controller without the screen. Yet to see 100% of those or what those updates will be. And there's also a new screen controller, the RC2. Obviously, here's a battery, woo, and the propellers. Yes, I know, and the gimbal guard. Come on now, calm down. One cool thing is the battery, the multi-charger is going to charge all the batteries at once rather than one by one.
Oh,
so
good.
You're going to be able to, yeah, especially going when you're out on the go, as it were. You're going to be able to charge straight. And there you can see the new built-in RC2 screen controller, which now has the antennas on the outside as well, actually, which is interesting. And there's a little close-up of the sexy new camera.
Okay.
And look, a box.
Yeah. Who will this be for?
I think I mean, I have the Air 2S, and in fact, I have the Air 2, and in fact, up on that shelf, I have the Air. So I've always enjoyed this kind of drone. Now, in the US, I think that personally, I think the Air 3, what I'm hearing from people that don't have it,
right,
are telling me that despite the fact that it's going back from being a 1-inch sensor as a smaller sensor, obviously the Air 2S has the 1-inch, the algorithm, the magic source at work creates amazing video footage.
So they're replacing size with math?
Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
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 All right.
And so it is a really great drone from that point of view. Over here in Europe, not the UK, but in the EU, it will be light enough to have what's called a C1 label, whereas the original Mavic 3 was C1, and then the Mavic 3 Pro is heavier, so it has a C2 label. It just basically means you're going to be able to fly the Air 3 in a few more places closer to people than you can the new Mavic 3 Pro. So it helps them in that marketplace. I'm not sure if they do sell a lot of drones in Europe, so I'm not sure if they've released it knowing that that's going to happen, but I'm sure it was part of the recipe. But it will be, it'll be a good drone, won't it? But it's getting a little bit Apple-fied, that we're sort of getting refreshes, and there's no real innovation. The Air 3 is going to be nothing. You could fly this Air 2S and get probably just as good a footage, really, especially if you know what you're doing with them. And certainly, it will fly a little bit longer. There is going to be OcuSync 4, which is the first time we're seeing that, of course, on one of these consumer drones. So that's exciting.
It's nothing groundbreaking, just incremental improvements, as it has been for the last 3 years or so. But there's something else that you want to mention real quick. Then we'll get right into the news.
As I very quickly open my little folder and clickety click and clickety click, and I have to change what I'm sharing. Sorry.
That's all right.
Bear with me, caller.
Stand by.
We have, here it is, the Osmo Action 4 roamers are starting to come out, which again has the 1/1.3 sensor, f2.8 with the field of view there, etc. And it's an interesting one. It's going to be very similarly priced, so $399 for the standard combo, $499 for the adventure combo, and again,
so it's
incremental changes.
So it's going to be pretty much the same size as the 2.
As the 3.
As the 3. As the
2. The 2 obviously was that little square. The 3 went back to that original Osmo Action looking camera, and the 4 is going along that line still, which I'm personally, I really like the 2. It's a shame that it haven't gone back to the square, but again, they haven't stopped selling the 2, so perhaps it will continue to be available.
And there's nothing wrong with the 2. There's nothing wrong. And I always say this.
There's not much wrong with the 1, frankly.
Right. Don't be compelled to get the latest and greatest thing. If what you have is working for you, then just use that. I forgot to ask you.
And if you are compelled, use Ken's links. Please, come on.
Oh, yeah, please. I forgot to ask you how much was the Air 3 or 4 or 5 is. What is the drone?
I haven't been talking price on that one yet, because we have some of the euros that they think it might be, but it will be somewhere. I don't know.
It'll have a comma in it.
It will definitely have a comma in it. It will be a 1 comma, and obviously it will need to stay away from the Mavic 3 in terms of competing with that.
Excellent. And now let's get into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere. As always, with all the news, it's Jeff Sills. What's happening, buddy?
Well, the news is brought to you by Camera Butter. Ultra high quality ND filters, screen protectors, and FPV accessories. And if you want no compromise performance from your camera, get you some Camera Butter. CameraButter.com.
That's right. There you go. Thank you very much, Camera Butter.
So to start things off, if you have a Mavic Pro Platinum, you are no longer in compliance with the FAA for remote ID.
What?
Because the FAA has rescinded the Declaration of Compliance, or the DOC, for the DJI Mavic Pro Platinum drone with immediate effect. They have set an established set of rules in which drone manufacturers will submit to them these DOCs or declarations of compliance from manufacturers to them so that they can ensure that all of the drones are in order. The FAA evaluated and accepted a dock from DJI for the Mavic Pro Platinum with a specific tracking number, which I'm not going to read because it's ridiculous. And a month later, DJI wrote the FAA explaining that the group of products listed in the dock were not compliant with performance requirements for remote ID. And as such, the company itself requested FAA to rescind the accepted dock. So it gets better.
Okay.
DJI then did an internal review of the incident and determined that the employee that created or put in the application was not even handling remote ID certification jobs. And when they went to that employee and talked to him about it, he claimed that he didn't submit anything for the Mavic Pro Platinum. So needless to say, as of right now, it's not compliant. The ones that are compliant are the Mavic 2 Air, the Mavic 2 Zoom, the Mavic 2 Pros.
Right. So if you have one of these, you're going to have to slap a module on it?
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
Module slapping.
Module slapping. All right.
Yeah. All right. So next we have something I thought was really great because we have a British guy on the show. A British-built solar-powered drone with a 115-foot wingspan has been tested and can fly at 70,000 feet for a year.
Sunday the 25th of June. We've done it. We've got Phaser off the deck. So just after 6:30 this morning, we took off with crew one. We had some marginal weather. We did a great job with the Met team, Honeywell with their HALAS system. Our mission planners have constructed a mission plan that's got us up through the difficult wind layers. Currently early afternoon, we're about halfway to the stratosphere. The intention is to push on, get stratospheric altitude by later this afternoon, holding that position, take a further Met review later today, and then looking likely that we'll have to descend tomorrow for a 6 a.m. landing on Monday morning. The team have absolutely smashed this out of the park. It's such a privilege and honour to be here with them when they've achieved this. Absolutely amazing. I'm so proud. What a day.
Yeah, that's really cool and everything, but why would they have English subtitles for an English guy? Who are the subtitles for? Sean, your thoughts?
I mean, the gentleman was from North, so perhaps it was for us Southerners to be able to understand him.
From where?
North.
I think that's some sort of slight in the UK.
Stop it! You're gonna confuse us.
Never. How dare you, sir?
Okay. Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Hey, well, that particular system is called the FASA 35, and it can carry a payload of 15 kilograms, including cameras, sensors, and communication equipment, which will allow troops to talk to each other and provide internet access in rural locations during natural disasters and emergencies.
Neato.
All right. So next in the news, we have, I guess you would call it inappropriate touching. This is a video that was captured by a drone pilot of people doing things they're not supposed to be doing with manatees. Manatees are, I guess, protected species, and you're not supposed to be manhandling, touching them, or chasing them. But these people did.
Yeah, don't touch manatees.
Drone shows a group of manatees known as an aggregation at Indian Shores Beach. It's actually illegal to touch or even chase after the endangered creatures. As Michael points out in the video, most people were respectful, but not everyone.
There were plenty of people that just had to touch them and chase them around.
Michael, who owns See-Through Canoe, often looks for marine life to record with his drone, but this is not what he wanted to find. In another of his shots, you see a man nearly run over by a massive manatee that can weigh more than 1,000 pounds.
It's a little surprising, but not uncommon for things like this to happen.
Marie Filipek is a senior animal care professional at Zoo Tampa. She spends much of her time at the zoo's Manatee Critical Care Center, rehabbing them from boat strikes or illness, with the hope of getting them back to the wild. She says people need to give manatees their space.
They will come closer to shore. Usually it's in mating herds, so it'll be a group of males and one female that they are trying to breed. So definitely in that case, you want to give them their space. and let nature do its thing. We don't want to interfere with that. We want these animals populating as they are an endangered species, so we don't want to interfere with that.
Oh, that takes me back. That takes me back to my mating herd days in college. Oh, the mating herds.
Yes.
Oh, I tell you. Saturday into Sunday morning. Those mating herds.
Well, and so going on the same lines of mating and inappropriate touching, this guy caught his girlfriend cheating on him using his drone.
Oh, this is just fantastic. Check this out.
Hey, where you at right now, though?
I'm about to go to Walmart.
You about to go to Walmart right now?
Yeah.
Coming from where?
What are you talking about?
Hey, real quick, look up. What? You see me? You see me? Wave to the camera. Wave to the camera.
Where would you get a drone from?
It don't matter where I got it from. Where's the kid at? Tell who kid is that?
Why are you following me? I don't know who that kid is.
Bro, so you gonna lead a kid?
I don't know whose kid that is.
You gonna lead a kid? Who that's a dude kid?
You're following me with a drone?
Bruh, see, we all the way got you on camera, bruh. All the way got you on camera, bruh.
Why would you follow me?
All the way got you on camera. Bro, go back and get the kid, bro. You left the kid right here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, go get your dude's kid, bro. You at Walmart, right? You at Walmart, right?
It's weird, bye, you shameless hussy. You done got caught.
Yeah. There you go.
See, drones are good. Drones are good.
New and exciting ways to
Unless
use
you're
your
a shameless hussy. Unless you're a shameless hussy.
All right, so
Sean,
Ken,
hold on.
let you know.
Hold on, Sean. Sean has some thoughts he'd like to share.
I think it's good to see drones for good, whether or not they are stopping inappropriate manatee touching or catching those darn hussies. I think it's great to see personally.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, Jeff, please.
Yes,
all right.
please.
So, and because I worry about you, Ken, I feel for you all the time, and I just wanted to let you know that the maintenance and technical support for DJI Phantom 4s is being curtailed on July 15th, 2023.
I'm sorry, say again?
The product service support for the Phantom 4, the product that revolutionized the consumer drone market, is stopping on July 15th, 2023.
What?
Yeah.
It's okay, Ken. I'm not crying, you're crying.
No, you're crying. I think I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, because it was unveiled in March 2016. The product hasn't been in production since July 2017, but basically its time has come. So let's not forget that establishing...
This time has not come. People still use it.
Lifestyle.
I still use it. I have 2 of them in case I break one.
Oh, no. I mean, I have my Phantom 3 Standard that I still fly. I have the... my uncle has a Phantom 2 Vision that he still uses with his high school drone class, which I love. We have serviced that drone every summer.
There is nothing wrong with obsolete technology. The FAA uses Windows 7, so it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right.
All right. So next we have this is a promo drone. I guess is the best way of describing this. It's called the Dragon, DRAGAN Fly, Dragonfly. And this is essentially a critical messaging when, where, and needed drone.
Oh, cool. All right.
Dragonfly and Promo Drone have partnered up to create the ultimate public safety UAV system that's set to revolutionize both the emergency management and promotion space.
Whenever a commercial drone is in the air, people take notice. Whether it is the spectacle or sound of a large flying object, people always look up and point their cell phones. And that's how Promo Drone was born. We engineered stable messaging platforms to hang highly visible traditional signage from drones, and now we're flying progressive ad campaigns for major brands, corporations, influencers, and even individuals wanting to make an important announcement. Influencers, we grab attention and engage curiosity in a unique way for lasting impact. Influencers, and
then I met Cameron and learned about what Dragonfly drones were doing for public safety and emergency management, and this whole thing took off.
Dragonfly engineers
influencers
that improve public safety through
I don't know what's happening, guys.
And we continue to support
influencers.
2 weeks ago,
I'm not sure what's going on.
And technology were being put to use in Ukraine.
We're having a technical
influencers promo drone
technical
and Dragonfly
difficulty.
are pleased to present influencers.
The result is an incredibly stable, agile, weather-resistant, and highly configurable
influencers
that has no equal.
This influencer is set to revolutionize drone-based advertising and emergency
Is it an error with the
This
subtitles?
influencer features independently.
I'm trying to fix it. Hang on a
dual
second.
bright high-resolution video displays, which can relay any image, message, or video that our customers desire.
I don't know what happened with that. I do apologize. We try to be professional here at TNL News.
Try is the appropriate.
It was some kind of glitch going on. We'll try to. I'm talking to my producer that doesn't exist. He's telling me that we will try to get that back on for you here in just a moment. If you'll just stand by.
I think the whole use of high vis colors is a very safe thing in the whole drone world, and
Absolutely.
I think that we should support her use of those colors.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're on the beach, you want to wear hunter orange so you don't get shot by a deer hunter.
Yeah.
It's so important. Back to you, Jeff.
Where'd I go with that? All right. So, we'll just go on to the next one. Recently, a 9-year-old dog called.
Uh-oh, he gone. What happened?
Oh, we actually did have a technical problem then.
We actually did. Is he gone? Jeff, you back?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, you dipped out there for a minute.
Well, it's when you guys started messing with me.
You sure there's just Coca-Cola in that can?
Yeah, there's Coca-Cola in the can.
All right, please start again.
All right. So a 9-year-old dog called Cola recently disappeared on a clifftop walk when her owner, Ella Derkowitz, turned her back to take a picture and the dog was gone. She was convinced her dog had tried to make it back to the car or had gotten lost in the nearby woods, but unfortunately it fell 120 feet.
Oh, no.
Down a cliff.
Oh, no.
So a rescue effort was put in place to try to rescue the dog, which was in a very difficult area to get to. And a drone operator discovered where the dog was at and was able to assist in rescuing the dog.
Oh, look at that little muffin.
Oh,
that poor muffin fell down. Go boom.
Oh.
Is it all right?
Yep, they were able to get the dog back safely, and the dog was okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, you got to take care of your muffins.
Got to take care of the muffins.
Yeah.
All right. Singapore is going to be deploying 50 remote ID drone sensors that will cover the entire city/state. This remote drone ID network is being rolled out in Singapore, and it will cover the entire land area by the end of 2024. So they're pretty serious about remote ID. They're going to have the entire country covered in it.
Okay.
And these things are going to be deployed everywhere. So, yeah, if you're in Singapore, you better be remote ID compliant because they're going to be watching.
Okay. Good for Singapore.
Yeah, but don't do that here. That's very important. Just don't do that here.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
All right. So another impressive capture of drone footage recently was a Mississippi dam broke, and this guy got footage of 100 feet of it breaking up.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
This was a 100-foot breach in the Archusa Creek Water Park Lake Dam in Mississippi on Sunday night, caused by heavy thunderstorms.
Where was this again?
It's Archusa Creek Water Park Lake Dam in Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they had a life-threatening flood warning that was issued for the surrounding area. Residents were told to move to higher ground. As of right now, the information I have does not indicate anybody was injured or there weren't any deaths in regards to this.
How do you fix something like that? That's a big repair after
a lot of beavers.
What, would you say beavers?
Yeah, a lot of beavers.
We're going to import beavers. I imported a few beavers in college. All right. You started it, Sean.
You're worried about what I'm drinking? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Great.
We did warn you before the show, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm very tired. Did I mention that? Okay.
It's going to be one of those shows.
It is. And wait till Dave Fly High gets on here. We'll all be getting a contact high.
All right.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants a drone, you can go to the Yarra River and pick one up, because they had 100 drones malfunction recently in a drone show.
Just as that show took off, a technical glitch took over and it sent almost all of those 500 drones into auto land mode. And because they were flying over the water here at Docklands, that's where they've ended up. Now, the Australian Traffic Network is the company that was behind the controls. Today, it says, fortunately, no injuries were suffered as a result of those landings.
Wow. That's a lot of drones, and something you don't even think about, all those remote ID units lost in the river as well.
Yeah, horrible stuff. Yeah, so
dark days.
Sean, right?
I get this dark days, isn't it? All those RID modules.
I get this a lot. And it's funny every time I hear it. What about all these drone shows? Are they gonna have to buy 700 remote ID units? Are they, Sean? I think they're covered under some sort of provision, aren't they?
I mean, basically, and it's the same thing as when people say, about the large drone that you showed going to 70,000 feet and things.
Right.
He's above 400 feet.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are done under special agreement. Here in the UK, there's an OSC for swarms and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And there's in actual fact, there's lots of other stuff they have to follow that we don't for safety protocols and things like that. So it's horses for courses, apples and oranges.
Right, but please don't stop saying please don't stop commenting that, because every time I see it, I think, If it's a 500 drone show, they're gonna have to have 500 RID units. You damn right.
Makes sense.
In the newsroom.
Okay, so last in the evening, and definitely one of the most unique. Authorities in Stanford responded to a disturbance call at the Saddle Rock Road at about 1 p.m. on July 12th because a unknown woman, barged into a house, and not just any house. This is a $5.5 million, 12-room, 3-story house, and started yelling at the owner and then ran upstairs. She then got onto the roof. The police department deployed their drone to assist in, I guess, arresting this woman on this roof. That's 3 stories tall.
Yeah, and he's like, distracting her. The guy in the white shirt, he's like, look at this shiny thing. Check out this shiny. I got a shiny thing. I got keys. Check it out. I got keys, lady. Look over here. Look over here. Don't look behind you at the SWAT team about to grab you.
He's got a cat toy, isn't he?
Yeah, like a squeak toy. Meanwhile, there's like 20 SWAT dudes coming up behind her. Gotcha.
Damn.
Yeah.
So there's your strange and fun news story for the day.
Okay. Yeah, that is a disturbed woman on the roof, and I'm just glad that her body didn't hit the floor. I'll wait. She's a disturbed woman. I'm glad her body didn't hit the floor.
God bless it.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. For those of you who didn't get it. Anyway, Jeff.
That was cool.
Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because the news was brought to you by Camera Butter.
Sure was.
Ultra high quality ND filters, screen protectors, and FPV accessories. And if you want no compromise performance from your camera, get you some Camera Butter. CameraButter.com.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, why don't you just hang out with us for the rest of the show tonight?
No.
Jeff,
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
You're nuts. You're crazy. You're nuts. No.
Thank you very much, Jeff. We love you, buddy.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. Jeff's going to get out. And now here is Sean with the first great joke of the night. I know you're prepared with a joke.
Now, 3 years ago, my doctor told me that I was going deaf. And I haven't heard from him since.
That's good. That's good. You got another one?
Someone says, that's good.
No,
it really
that's
wasn't.
good. No,
Yeah, okay.
that was...
All right.
Yeah,
Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to help check her balance, so I pushed her over.
That was in the form of a joke. Thank you very much. What am I hearing? Oh my goodness. Is this a super chat train? Oh my gosh.
I thought it got derailed.
I thought they forgot to put coal in it. But yeah, we got some. I want to thank everybody for the pre-show chats. Thank you, Drone Rob, $20. He says happy TNL. Rob Muller, he says, hey buddy, it's been a while, but I'm a loyal SOB. Cheers from Harlem. And he had €6. Thank you for the €6, Rob Muller. Philip Koshat with $10. He says, hate that I'm going to miss the show tonight. I'm going to see my father-in-law. He had half of his lung removed. Have a great evening, and we'll catch the replay. One more month till Minefield. That's right, Minefield coming up. And Sean, you're going to be there.
I am indeed. Me and John Coopy hanging out.
All right. I can't wait to see both of you. I can't wait to see everybody. Mindfieldmeet.com. Make sure you register so I know exactly how many people are coming. I've got an ice cream truck coming. The restaurant's going to be open. There's going to be slushies. So even if it's 100 degrees out, and I know John Cuppy is he's a little drone guy, isn't he?
A what drone guy?
No, he's a little drone guy. No, he's not. The drones are little, not him.
I think he's normal size.
The drones.
Yeah,
he's a micro drone guy, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He is a sub 250 guru for sure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have a special micro drone whoop area for him and everybody else, and that'll be undercover. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Philip Koshat and 10 Toes. Been a member for 25 months again. I'm seeing one new member tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you'd like to become a member, you can do that, and then you can enjoy all the exclusive, wonderful content, like what we just made earlier. Keith, thank you very much for being a member. He says, after this long, I think I earned some camera butter. Keith, I've got a bigger gift for you, and I know your birthday's coming up in November. I've got a special gift for you, buddy. Ken Torbeck, $2. Thank you very much, Ken. Hey, Ken, does this remote ID make my drone look fat? Yes. Yes, it does. Ad Film Media with a, what is it? What's a SEK? 200. It's 200 something.
Yes, it is. Yes, that's right.
It is. Thank you very much for those 200 somethings. Flurgan, long time since last Super Chat. Lars in Sweden. Thank you very much, Lars.
Swedish kronas.
Kronas. Okay. DJI Drones, $2. Hey, support from Hermiston, Oregon. Cool. And Dynadrone checking in with $5. Hey, Ken and Sean, good to see you both. Appreciate it, Dynadrone. And another $1 from DJI Drones. Appreciate that. One Stud Puppy. That's a cool username. Remote ID is the taint, he says, with his $1.99. Thank you very much, One Stud Puppy. Arco Drone Solutions in Colorado, $5. He says, know any good rope jokes? I'm afraid not.
Still funnier than mine.
It is somehow. Somehow it is. $1.99 from St. Kenny. How much for the new RC2? Sean?
Probably a little bit more than the RC1.
Good answer. That's what I would have said. Andrew K. Been a member for 12 months. Thank you very much. 1 year. Whoop, whoop, he says. And the train is rolling on here. Ken Torbeck. Ken, I need some Raz. I do need some Raz. This show is not going to be as long as the normal shows, but it's going to be twice as fun. Thank you very much, Ken. Look, Mama Drone's been a member for a while. 21 months, in fact. Bubba Army loves Ken, and I love Bubba Army. Colezilla FPV gifted a membership, and now we have two new members. Thank you very much, Colezilla. Tim Rennan, member 25 months of the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Thank you so much for your support. Great to see Geeksvana on TNL. Happy Thursday, everyone. E-Drone, Minefield 4.0. Let's go. So I guess we're going to see E-Drone at Minefield 4.0. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's our 4th year, thus the 4.0. It's happening August 19th and 20th. Hope to see you there. It's a completely free event. and it's going to be fun, fun, fun till her mama or papa took her T-Bird away. By the way, my girlfriend Jennifer just bought a 1960 Thunderbird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's white. It's really pretty. I should have had some pictures ready to show you.
What does the 60 look like? Is that a whale tail or?
It's a big old thing.
Is it?
Yeah. If you join us in Discord, I'll share. I'm sure she can share some pictures. Let's see. I got behind E-Drone. Thank you very much. B. Rad Alston has been a member for 33 months of the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Thank you very much for your support. Looking forward to seeing everybody at Minefield 4.0. Lambo Drives a Zambo has been a member for a long time. Enjoy the extra content, peeps. Go green. Bare Necessities Aerial Photos is a new member. Welcome to the Heronbirds. Thank you very much. And Uncle Bill's Toys with $10. Thank you for always supporting the channel. That woman must have seen my droofing stream. Is that a bad word? I don't even know. Droofing? Can we say that?
Droofing.
Droofing. I don't know what that is.
Droofing.
Visual Echo Cinematography, $20. Thank you very much. Dan J. Orf NFZ, $10. Live in Norfolk, Virginia in the area. Sectional chart hell. I've seen it. You're not wrong. DJI won't let me start up or fly my Ivana inside my own house. I am 107 certified. Help, chat. How can we help him? I don't know why that is. I was able to launch a drone inside a hospital once. It just depends on where you are. Are they still doing those?
I think we could do a GoFundMe so we can buy a new house somewhere else.
The only solution is you got to move. The solution is U-Haul. Or, remember to vote. Vote, yeah. Oh,
how insightful for what is currently 1:46 a.m. here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we couldn't be more helpful. Tim Rahan, $20. Some gas money for Minefield. Thank you very much, Tim. Really appreciate it. Look Mama Drone is the caboose with $10. Thank you very much. Love the meltdowns. The night is not over. And Jonathan Jackson, new member. Welcome to the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Thank you very much, Jonathan Jackson. We have three new members. And now, another joke from Sean as I bring in FlyHighFPV.
Did you know that my dog is a genius?
I didn't.
I asked him, what is 2 minus 2? He said nothing.
Well, that would make him a genius.
Technically. You don't even want another joke now, do you? You just want to let there be dead air rather than have another one of my jokes.
Please, one more. Please, one more.
Okay, all right. This is the best one. I was saving it.
Yeah.
The other day, my wife asked me to pass her lipstick, but I accidentally passed her a glue stick. She still isn't talking to me.
That's good, man. And now I think I've screwed up Skype. I think I have.
And now we go over to our weekly rant and rage live.
Standing by for Fly High.
Oh, one side.
You should go right there. See, Skype, here's the thing. I'm about to have a meltdown. Skype, which is the thing that I have to use with this bullshit Wirecast. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
hey.
Thank goodness. I was about to go on a rant. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, it's not. Okay.
It's okay, man. Relax. I'm here.
It's not Skype. It's just Dave. Usually people pick up on the first ring, but Dave is running a little slower for some reason. I don't know why. Why would that be, Dave?
I'm running full speed ahead, brother. I haven't stopped.
When Dave says, yeah, meet me down at Caraway at noon, I get there at 1, 2. Just, it's Dave time. But that's understandable. What's new, Dave? Thanks for being on, buddy.
Man. I have been going. I've been filming all over the state, running around doing 107 work and having the time of my life. I actually went to an early release of the films that I helped create tonight and had to rush out of there to get over here.
Oh, very cool. Well, thanks for being a part of this debacle. Show.
Oh, I love it. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
So you've got some new things you want to talk about with FlyHighFPV.com. What's all that brightness going on in the background there?
These?
Yeah, those. Tell me about them.
So, about a year ago, I invented these RGBs. They're only 4 millimeters wide and super, super bright. Well, I've made a whole bunch more of them. Now you can get them in just about any voltage and any length you want. They go out to 5 meters long. You can control them with Betaflight, or if you'd rather just make a project, you can control them with a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi adapter. So you can get on your cell phone and change the colors and make them dance to the music. Strip them onto anything, onto your DJI drones, onto your FPV drones, onto your skateboards, your bicycles, your one wheels, your motorcycles, your trucks. Man, they're awesome. They're so intensely bright too.
Which ones are they here on your website? Which ones are
the very first one, top left, RGB LED strips.
Okay, and these are brighter than the ones that I have?
They are as bright as yours. If you turn them on all the colors at once, they have a higher LED density. They're almost twice as many LEDs per strip.
Oh, wow.
Lots and lots and lots of light. And they change colors, though. The original strips like these are one color at a time, right? And you put them on and you pick your color when you install them. These can be any color you want. You want to flash your 2 favorite colors? You want, I don't know, red and blue? Whatever you want.
Really?
Green and white? Whatever you want. Flash your favorite colors. Pulse rainbows. Change the color at the turn of a dial or tap on a button on your transmitter for us OpenTX guys, FPV guys. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I can't wait for more people to get to try them because I've been making them, but just only in 6S, and now there's so many voltage options. You can get them in 3 to 4S or 5 volt, so you can put them on your tiny whoop and run them on anything.
Okay, and they don't run the battery down too much?
A full meter uses 0.2 amps, which is nothing.
It's worth it to have the light up stuff. I know I've got my FlyHigh lights on my quad, and that's how I know where my thing is when I'm filming stuff. I'm like,
and you've flown with me with the rainbows on before.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous amounts of fun.
There's a sentence
it'll bring a crowd running too.
You've flown with me with the rainbows on before. There's a sentence I haven't heard. Yeah, you and me down at the toolbox. You remember that night? I said, yeah. Now, speaking of your website, do you still keep up with all the events? Are you still
I keep up with lots of events. There's a lot, and I want more. If you can send them to me.
Okay.
I just found out there's another one. What's the name of it? It's down in Florida. Man, and the name escapes me. I haven't added it yet. I just found out about it today, though.
Okay.
Down south, big barbecue and meetup. And it's another free meetup, I think.
Okay. How do people...
E-Rod, check out E-Rod if you want to go to that one. It's the same weekend as all the other meetups right now. FPV Palooza and the Massachusetts meetup, and they're all like August 4th, 5th, and 6th.
All right. How do people get their events to you?
Message me, DM me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook Messenger. You can email me. You can click on my website and hit contact me, and that'll go to my email. But DM is going to be the fastest way to get a hold of me.
Okay, cool. And speaking of events, you have an event coming up after Minefield.
Well, I'm going to be at Minefield because it is so much fun, and it's your birthday, and everybody's going to be there.
I hope so.
Minefield meetup 4.20. It's going to be ridiculous. Come out and meet me. I'm bringing the store. I'm sponsoring the event. I'm giving away tons of prizes. I'm going to be giving away LEDs, the official rolling papers of FPV, stickers, all sorts of fun stuff. Come out and check us for his birthday. That's August 19th and 20th in Brownsville, Tennessee. It's ridiculous. This guy's built this amazing structure that he thinks, I feel like the drone community has appreciated it in a way that nobody's ever been able to appreciate it before. And it's encouraged him to build new stuff, like hanging an airplane in there and putting up he put up a cell phone tower and left the stairs out of the inside for us.
Yeah.
He's taking down the guy wires because why does all this metal stuff need support?
Right. Yeah. That's the thing about it. He's really accommodating. See all those guy wires up there? He's removed some of them.
Most of them.
Yeah. We don't need those guy wires.
He doesn't climb with a safety harness, so this guy is he is a machine. I love Billy Tripp. The guy is an amazing, passionate dude.
But this is what we get to fly around.
You can come help us celebrate.
Yeah.
Ken's birthday with all the pilots and everybody's welcome. Any kind of drone, any kind of pilot, even if you don't have a drone, you're just drone curious, come out and there will be every kind of drone you can ever imagine, and planes and trucks and RC stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, just loads and loads of fun. Just
Electric
come out
scooters.
and have a party with us.
Bring your cousins, bring your kids, the dog. Hell, we don't care.
Yeah, there's food on site and there's camping on site. It's free camping. The whole event is free, and you can just come out and win stuff. So
yeah,
come on out. It's ridiculous fun.
And
you'll
hopefully
meet lots of pilots.
Yeah, that's the great thing, is the whole community aspect of it. It's just we're hanging out, and the town loves this event. Everybody in the town knows when we're going to be there. Hell, the mayor is going to be there. I hope to put goggles on him again this year. And Sean is going to be there.
Awesome! I can't wait to meet you, brother.
Yep, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. I'm getting to a couple of the meetups this year over there. It's going to be great to meet people.
How tall do you, don't say Sean, but how tall do you think Sean is? Dave.
He's like at least a foot taller than me on the screen, right? Because I'm sitting down.
See, that's the thing.
I'm guessing 6 foot.
Sean, how tall are you? You have to do it
leave it as a surprise, actually.
Don't do it in centimeters. Don't do it in
He's
centimeters.
like 5'8". Sorry.
How tall of a guy are you?
I'd say around 6 foot's probably fair.
Are you?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
See, you know what? Jeff Sills is probably a half inch taller than me. You wouldn't have thought that, right?
How tall are you?
I should be 6'2", but because of my broken back and everything, I'm like 5'10" and a half now.
Shrinking.
I'm shrinking.
It's like, I'm always shocked when I find out how tall people are. Like I don't know why, but I thought Ken Dono was like 6'4" or something. But then I think I saw him next to, was it you on one of the videos, and he was a little bit shorter than you. And I was like, oh, you can never tell, can you?
Yeah, it's always surprising because we're all, like sitting down and stuff. Dave, how tall are you?
Six foot tall and 6 foot wide.
Are you taller than me, Dave?
6'3".
You are. Yeah, you are taller than me. That's right.
I'm a big dude.
Yeah. But you know what? You were once a little dude. Who's that guy? Who's that guy there? Oh, Gucci, goo. Who's that? Who's that clean cut young man?
I don't know.
Do you remember that picture?
No, I can't see it though.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that was when I got married.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that from your wedding?
It is.
Oh, look at you getting all gussied up for the
19 years ago.
Wow, is that how long you've been married?
Yep.
And look at you now.
Can I just, sorry, just to interrupt, we have a Jen Barnett in the chat who has placed a question mark next to 6'2".
No, Dave is probably about 6'2".
6 foot.
I'm 6'3". If you put me against the wall.
I'm wondering if she's on your comment that you were 6'2", but pre-accident.
No. Oh yeah.
Let's see your hands, man. How big?
I was.
Let's see your
I broke my back and.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah. I broke my back in 1986.
Come on, I got you. Any way you want to measure, let's go.
Was that the original one on campus when you lifted the girl?
Have I ever told that story on TNL?
I think you have. I am a super fan though, so perhaps I snuck in and read it in your diary.
Oh no, I had that in a video once. Anyway, I was in college. It was 1986, and I got dared by some friends to carry a girl to the library, and I threw her over my shoulder in a fireman's carry, and I proceeded to go to the library, and then I went down like one step. She's a big girl. Hold on. Where's my? Hold on. Do you know Silence of the Lambs? Okay. She's a big girl. She would put the lotion in the basket, let's say. Right? And my knees gave out and she crushed me. I sat down with her on my back and blew out L4.
Oh.
Yeah, and this was in West Virginia. And Weston, West Virginia. No. And it was in some little town in West Virginia that was 40 minutes away from the hospital. And I'm writhing in pain. And some of my fellow students come up. Hey, man, you in pain? Yeah. Drink this. They had like a fifth, a JD or something. I'm like, okay. Good. Anyway, I was drunk when the ambulance got there. And they thought that I got drunk and fell down the stairs, and I said, no, it was this great big girl, and I would make a girl shoot out of her. Anyway, it was a bad time. And then, fast forward to 2017, I got my back broken again. So, yes, my girlfriend Jennifer, who's in the chat, is about a half-inch taller than me.
No, nice.
That's all right. Keep her around so she can get the drones out of the tree. Because, trees, they're dicks and stuff.
Does she ever put stuff up high where you can't?
She does. Yeah, she puts, like, she knows I'm on a diet, so she'll put the cookies up there. I'm like, Come on.
Oh, so many images.
Yeah. So, what else is new with you, Dave, other than...
well, the next event coming up is Castle Crash. It's September 1st through 4th in Trenton, South Carolina, and it's in a medieval village. Yeah. This is so much fun. It's a nonprofit event. We charge $50 for the ticket, and that covers 4 days of camping and drones. That's all you have to pay. There's no extra hidden anything. We really are just a self-funding event society. We built a society in order to create events so that we could work hard and volunteer all of our time to build these fun things and bring lots and lots of fun out in the woods. It's in a medieval village, so there's like a battle arena and a blacksmith shop and a mead hall and like the market stalls, and it's just ridiculous fun. Everybody's just got their drones and having a good time in the woods, and Ken came out with his cop car last year.
Oh yeah,
it was ridiculous fun.
I'll be there again.
Bot Grinders hosting. We've got tons of sponsors. I haven't been able to get an official count on the prizes so far, but it's looking like there's going to be around $10,000 worth of prizes from sponsors that are coming together. Different members of the community who have small companies like one-man shops in the drone community are donating frames and their own motors and the electronics and stuff that they've been working on. Waterproofing, like worry-free. Anybody who comes gets a tube. All sorts of fun stuff. Just like all these groups have come together and donated and put things together. Your sponsor, Camera Butter, is a great member of the community out of Canada, and he has donated a full set of motors, $100 gift card, and a full set of ND filters.
Awesome.
Great dude. Paul is amazing.
Yeah.
Has been in this community even longer than I have. I mean, just solid dude, and is in it for us just so we can have better gear, because he was tired of buying the cheap crap off of China. He started selling that cheap crap in the beginning, and it was like just, bulk ordered glass, and he started doing drop tests on it and see how easily it would shatter. And then he was like, this is ridiculous. We need Gorilla Glass, and started investing and getting really good technology in his ND filters. And so they're actually made to hit into things. I mean, we're throwing them into concrete, and they do a pretty darn good job. So I highly recommend checking out Camera Butter if you haven't before, because they're really solid. They make the twist-on style that just go right on your ND, like right on your GoPro. You twist off the lens and put their replacement on. And then if you want the traditional like 2mm slab of glass style, he calls them Camera Butter Diamonds. I make the 3D printed cases that you can just slide them right into.
All right.
Really solid. If you want to beat it into concrete like I do, that's the way to go.
Sean, have you gotten into FPV at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit FPV light, but I can fly my Avata in full manual, my DJI FPV drone in full manual. I still call it FPV light because I'm not a builder yet,
right?
And that type of thing. But yeah, I can fly acro, but much more. I'm still much more. I'm still a camera drone guy at heart, and all of my FPV flying is really for commercial work. So it's still to capture cinematic fly-throughs and that kind of thing. So I haven't really ventured down the crash and tumble side yet, but it may happen. It may happen. I just don't have the time to build, basically, but it may happen one day.
Would you say
like most of the cinematic work that I did the last 2 days was with the FPV drone? I'm flying down creeks and through the forest and getting shots that I can't get any other way.
Nice.
Now, I also got to shoot landfills with the Mavic. There's a whole documentary on landfills. And so it's like, we'll send the Mavic out 2 miles so that I can go park in a church somewhere safe and not be harassed by truckers while I shoot pictures of this awful landfill that's on fire.
You're living the glamorous life.
Yeah. But you know, you
Getting
got
all
to
those
choose the
glamorous
right
gigs.
drone for the job, right?
Yeah,
You know?
that's right. Yeah.
They're very, very different, and I wouldn't send my regular 5-inch Basher out.
No,
2
no.
miles.
But would you say that Sean is using the proper gateway drug to get into FPV?
Yeah, the Avata is a pretty good step in the right direction. It's pretty
I have some
durable,
whoops
and so
as
you
well,
can
and
push it and start getting comfortable with the acro. But it's not true acro. That's manual mode, which is still, there's a lot of a give and pull on it where it's kind of tugging you.
But
it's
still call it
it's a
FPV
step
light,
in the right
isn't it?
direction, man. You're flying, you're getting stick time, and if you're wearing the goggles and flying in that mode, then you're starting to get comfortable with it. The trick is to flip the switch to manual and just get comfortable using that all the time, so that you're not spending a bunch of stick time on angle mode. I spent like 3 years flying angle mode before I really got into FPV, and I kicked myself in the face for doing it, because it's like, man, I spent so many years just flying only like Phantom style drones and stuff like that, and it was so limiting. And when you start learning to fly acro, you realize that those angle mode controls are like you're like fighting against the control to go forward.
They're handcuffs. Yeah.
Right. You're like, gotta go forward. No, I mean all the way. It's like,
sometimes
whereas with
I have
the acro, it's like you tell it how much you want to pitch, and then you just leave it there, and you can just fly all the way up the side of the mountain hands free.
Yeah.
And just watch it go all the way up. And
Sometimes
then you can
I'll have
make
my
adjustments.
controller in the bag, and I'll just get it out and I'll get it up. And I realize that it's in angle mode. When I go to do something, I'm like, oh no, I'm panicking. Like literally, I'm like, what's wrong? It's broken.
Why am I have to fight?
Yeah, why do I have to fight it? So yeah, Sean, give it a try. Now, I'm not a big fan of the building part. That's not the part that I like. And
Yeah, he finds people to build for him. So
luckily
he
I have-
finds a workaround.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, but you know what's great about the FPV community is that everybody is so helpful to everyone else. And that said, I have to mention something, because I promised her that I would, and many of you may be wondering about Zoe FPV. She's been out of sorts for a while. We haven't seen any new flying videos from her in a while. I don't know if anybody's seen her latest video that was up. She was very upset. She's in a bad space right now. She's having some money problems, and I promised her that I would mention her GoFundMe. She's living in a RV with her mother, and I'm going to put this link in the chat, and if everybody would just copy it and go there and maybe help her out a little bit. Zoe FPV is she's an FPV OG, and she flies 3D mode like no one else. Dave, do you even fly 3D?
No, she is a beast, though. I fully endorse and support her. She's been an amazing member of the community. She even helped sit at the FAA and help try to change the law before we went into what we currently went into.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely deserves our support.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen her last video, go check out that, and please pass around that Zoe FPV GoFundMe, because she's kind of trapped in California. Sounds like a bad plot to a movie, but she needs to get her RV going. Her and her mother, and I think her cat, are living in this thing, and it won't run. And she needs our help. So if you can help her, do help her. And now a joke from Sean.
Well, no. But Ken, I don't want to brag, okay? But I finished a puzzle recently in under a week, and on the box it said 2 to 4 years.
That was pretty good. How many more do you have?
I don't know. I need to check the website.
You mean you're not writing these?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. One more.
I couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me.
I got good news for you.
What do you got?
How about some good news?
Yes, please.
T-Motor dropped new motors this week, the new Velox V3 motors.
Okay.
And they're only $15, and they gave me like 100 sets of props So until I run out of props, every single motor purchase off the website's getting free props from T-Motor.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
So free props if you want some of the nice new budget motors. They're great.
Much better than Meps King.
Yes, in my personal opinion. I throw stuff at concrete, so I need it to like resist a little bit. And the grade of the aluminum and stuff like that is really important. Also, the way you handle business is very important too.
Oh,
you don't try to silence reviewers or release their home addresses or attack them with personal and company accounts. It was wild. It was wild.
Speaking of personal
it's an interesting direction to take.
It didn't stop until Bardwell spoke up, and then it was like, oh, all of a sudden all the spam accounts stop attacking me.
Not to change the subject or anything, but let's talk about something you do love, and that is the GoPro Mini 11. And go.
Dude, I recently got a GoPro full-size 11, and I do love it. It's changed the game for me again because I was frustrated since the release. I bought the Mini 11 on pre-release. The first two that I got would just freeze while flying, and then I went and returned them, and then returned the second one, and they told me they'd give me my money back and refund me. And so I bought another one, the third one, intending to get the refund for the first two. And then the third one would freeze while charging. Like you would just plug it in, and it would just, you come back in the morning, the red light would still be on. You'd be like, that's weird. You'd unplug it and the red light would just stay on. And then you're like, oh, I guess I'll hold the button for 10 to 30 seconds and try and reboot the thing. And then after about 3 months of it just being wonky like that, it completely gave up the ghost on a gig and refused to charge on a gig. And I watched the battery meter just deplete.
Yeah.
Like 7%.
You know,
and it's like plugged in every charger I had and tested like everything I could.
We've got right now about 4,000 people watching. Just go with it. And so I'd like to throw out a little mini survey. Is anyone in the chat had similar problems with the Hero Mini 11? Does anyone have one that works?
And I didn't have overheat issues while flying. I got 4 fans on. Yeah. And it's in a I use thick rubber cases, like big chunky rubber cases to keep them safe. I mean, this thing, you can see the damage from the bando on it. It's got to be beefy to survive though. So it's got a case around it, and it still managed to stay cool. Because if it does overheat, it'll come up on the screen and warn you.
Yeah.
It'll tell you, like, the next time you turn it on, it'll say it overheated last time, and that's why it shut down, or the battery died.
It's weird. One stud puppy says it freezes and overheats. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you just stand it in the room with you, like if I just turn it on right here and set it on the desk, it would overheat in 10 minutes. But that's not with fans on, right?
That's not ideal.
Right.
Sunrise Water Media says working Mini 11 here. Thumbs up.
If I put it in front of a box fan, like a full 22-inch box fan, it would run for about 45 minutes before it would cut off.
So you think you just got lemons, and there's like every
I've
11th,
had 4 of them.
Like every 11th or 12th one worked or
4
something?
of them. I don't know. I mean, maybe they've got a 50% failure rate. Maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. I don't know what the failure rate is. I can't tell you what that is, but there's a lot of failures out there.
Sean?
Yeah, can I just interrupt very quickly? I think the GoFundMe you put in was the old one for her RV, and that actually doesn't work. A few people in the chat are saying that it doesn't work. There's a newer one which has donations as recently as 3 days ago, which does seem to still be working.
Oh, and for the comments, yes, I tried Labs firmware. I used the newest firmware. I used the Lab firmware to turn off the Wi-Fi. I did all the different SD cards that were on the approved list, starting with like the regular SanDisk Extreme and then the Extreme Pro, and then I bought the Lexar, like high-end one. I went through all of it, man. It's really just, there's a lot of trash out there. I'm not saying they're all trash. There's plenty of people have told me they got a great, perfectly working Mini 11.
Will you get
just not me.
Will you get the Mini 12?
I'll try it. Yeah, I mean,
you will really?
I will, man. I really want the smaller form factor. I want to support it. That's why I bought 4 of them. Like,
oh man,
dude, I want the Session is what I want. DJI came out with the Action 2 and was like, oh, this is the most sessionist thing that I've ever seen. It's like smaller than the Session even, but it had similar limitations. It had internal storage. Session had an SD card, but internal storage and an internal battery. And you get, 5 to 8 flights out of it, and you'd have to plug it into the base station and export your footage and recharge it, which is kind of a hassle if you're trying to like work or like fly continuously.
Right. Hey, would somebody put?
It's great and lightweight.
Would somebody put Zoe FPV's proper GoFundMe as a link? Sean, did you find that? Because I know she had a different one.
I don't have the chat open though. I've got the chat on a different thingy.
Oh, a thingy.
But yeah, there is one. It's the one it's called "I Need the Community's Help." It's got donations from 3 days ago. Because the newer one, the one you put in there, is an older one from when she was making an RV for traveling, and that just says error. People were saying in the chat when they click on it.
Yeah, somebody please put a link in the chat, and then I'll include it in the description of this video for when people are watching this later. Yeah, thanks for that. I did a look. I did a search on the GoFundMe, but I can't find it.
If you put Zoe FPV GoFundMe, it's the second one or the first one that comes up actually. It's titled "I Need the Community's Help" rather than "Let's Make Mr. Motorface."
So I need to be sent a link because I got nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I can send it via email.
Thank you.
No problem.
Excellent. All right. Well, I am so tired that I'm about to fall out. And I know that.
Tell me about it, dude.
Yeah, and let's see. What time, Alexa? What time is it in London?
In London, it's 2:16 a.m.
Oh my God! You know what we need right now? Before we go, we need to hop in the Raz.
Oh, I could go for a Raz hit.
Let's hop in the Raz chamber, everyone. Know that my genuine English accent that I'm doing right now is going to fool even Sean. Everything
authentic.
Is authentic, wonderful and good here in the Raz chamber. It's good in here, isn't it, governor? There's one rule and one rule only. What is that rule, Sean?
No farting in the Raz.
Please refrain from farting in the Raz chamber. Other than that, sit back and enjoy. Barkley? What the hell? 107 drones? Barkley? Why would he fart in the Raz? That's insane. He knows better than that. He's been in the Raz before. What?
He knows.
I was just working that aromatherapy thing too, man. It's nice.
It is. It's until the aroma got strong. Yeah. All right. So somebody's going to get me that link. We got that link.
The link is now in the live chat as well.
Oh, here it is. All right, good. I just wanted to mention this before we go. Excellent. Yes. There it is. All right. So pass that around. Please help Zoe, because we all help each other here, don't we? And I appreciate you helping me with all the super chats tonight. I'm going to need it. I'm going to visit my dad in Texas.
How many members did we get tonight?
5 new members.
Can we get some more? I bet we can still get some more.
Do you think?
Yeah, I bet that somebody will at least donate a membership, because that's the thing. It's everybody here. They're all already subscribed to you, aren't they?
I think so.
Most of them. I see the little birds on most of the names.
I've gotten quite a few new subscribers lately on the channel, so hopefully they're checking this out. If you are, thank you very much. You don't have to super chat to watch, but
it sure helps make it easier for the show to go on.
It sure does. It really does. And if you are new here, I did this every week for 5 years, and I don't think a lot of you even realized, and I still do this, that when you send a video, by the way, I'm going to do viewer videos next week. I didn't have time this week. If you want to send in your viewer video, send it here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Let me know your music source, because if it's, I don't know, Get Into the Groove by Madonna, well, they're going to get upset. So if you want copyright-free music, Epidemic Sound, free trial links in the description. 30 days free, so check that out. people don't realize that when you send me a video, I'm not just clicking on your channel and streaming it. I have to edit every single one of them just to put your name in the corner and for time or whatever. You know, some people send me a video, 30 seconds of it's pretty good, but then there's 11 minutes of you flying around a water tower. Let's go around again. Burp, 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 burp. I'm going to have to edit that one. But please feel free to send me videos here. Again, Ken Heron Upload at gmail.com. Boy, God, I'm tired.
Master producer. Hey, if you want one more way to support Ken, I've got the Ken Heron Made Me Do It t-shirts on my website. And every t-shirt that you buy gets a little more drone parts for Ken.
Is that right? Where is it?
Right.
Where's that t-shirt?
It's under swag.
Swag. Let's see. Swag.
I try to drop new t-shirt designs every single month, but that's a special one just for Ken because
where is
he's always getting me into trouble.
I do.
There's a lot of t-shirts on there. You might have to scroll a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
and all my shirts are print on demand, so it's any color, any size you want, and they'll make it for you and ship it right to your house.
By the way, I made
and Ken
Joshua
gets drone parts.
I made Joshua Bardwell do it. I made him power loop the wing of the plane. Here's Josh's t-shirt.
Yeah, that's actually one of my most popular shirts. It says, "You're gonna burn something today."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Joshua loved it.
Well, am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. I think I'm forgetting to go to sleep.
Yes, you are.
I am. All right. With that,
we hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Dave, thank you very much for sticking around the whole time.
No problem, man.
Good
Anytime.
luck with everything that you have got coming up, with all of your burning trash that you're filming or whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing up there. And we will see you at Minefield and then Castle Crash. That's in September, right?
September 1st through 4th, South Carolina.
Awesome. Sean, thank you so much for staying up to. Alexa, what time is it in London?
In London, it's 2:22 a.m.
Oh my God! Sean, go to sleep right now! All right. Jeff Sills, thank you very much for the news, and everyone for supporting this channel and having a lot of fun doing drone stuff. Until next time,
and bye.
There you go.
pigeon jerky, the killer could process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, a killer could process meat.
Yeah! That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Bo Shark too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!